But when I'm looking at someone's profile or whatever, I'm not even on dating apps to date just to say, no, that sounds really bad. I'm not on the
Guys, what's going on? Hey, welcome to the men's room. Let's get this show started. I've got here an article from dating columnist Jana Hocking. For those of you that don't know who Jana Hocking is, here she is.
Here to tell us all about it. Jana, thank you so much for joining us. Oh, wow. So you break them in for the next girl. That's unfair.
I do. I get the speech that says, I'm just not ready for a girlfriend yet, you know, let's take this slow. And then boom, they find their girlfriend and leave me in their wake.
Oh, Jana, welcome to the club.
And it's titled, I Won't Sleep with a Man Until He Spends $2,000 on Me, and here's why. As she goes through the post, she mentions this syndrome called PNS that she heard from the Joe Rogan's podcast, post-nut syndrome. She goes off to describe that this PNS involves a man experiencing some sort of guilt following climax, primarily over how they achieved the orgasm. And that is incredibly false. PNS is not some sort of guilt following the climax, rather than us just having mental clarity after we're done. As she continues on down through the article, she makes certain comments about a list of dating non-negotiables and how she will mention not sleeping with a guy that she is dating until he spends at least $2,000 on dates with her. She moves on to say that if a libido can withstand that many dates, then he's a keeper. She then goes on to say that she dated a guy, and after the third date, on the fourth date, she decided to sleep with him, and then she discovered that he still lets his mom do his laundry, and he's in his late 30s. What she doesn't realize is that if her desire was actually strong enough for any one of these men that she dated, she wouldn't have all these silly, stupid little rules. As long as women continue to write articles like this and we can see their actual mindset, it just helps us out even more. And here's another article that I wanted to briefly discuss, and I want to attach this article to a video that follows it. To see this topic in an actual article written out just hits this point home even harder. I'm pretty sure most of us already knew that first dates were like job interviews for men, but to see this written down is just, it's incredible. This next clip, this woman will actually discuss the amount of men that she has in a rotation and how she will use a different man for a different job. And even the guys on Fresh and Fit talk about this all the time. So just be aware if you date women of this caliber and just understand what you're in for, because they're going to have numerous different men on their roster, different men for different jobs and so on.
So I keep a roster of 5 guys at one time. So then if I start to like any of them, I get rid of them and I bring a new one on so I never get attached to them. And if they start to like me too much, they're just done.
I'm never talking to a woman ever.
Yeah, bro.
Are you f***ing these guys, or are you like, what's going on?
Or if summer just for dinner, like if I'm hungry, I'm just like, I know.
Oh, wow. Yo, I gotta give it up to you. Good. No, she admitted it too.
I'm 21, hot in Miami. What else am I?
Womanese. She basically explained womanese.
What happens if you really start liking when you drop them out of the roster? You put them in.
And gentlemen, pay attention to this last clip right here. This is a fantastic example of how women will not use dating apps in a righteous manner, like what Patrice O'Neal says. But she will use the dating apps when she's bored and that she's not necessarily on dating apps to actually meet someone. Be strict with your time. Use dating apps if you want to. Play the numbers game if you want to meet women. But just understand that there are people like this out here to waste your time and not actually use dating apps for their fundamental purpose.
So when we're selecting based on looks, who's pickier?
That's why I said it's unfair, because a dating app is unfair, because a woman is going to look at a lot more than just looks. Because for me, I can only speak for myself actually, but when I'm looking at someone's profile or whatever, I'm not even on dating apps to date just to say, no, that sounds really bad. I'm not on the dating apps for any reason, just sometimes I'm bored. But
It's just a hobby for you.
but like, cause you know, like at 2 o'clock in the morning, like I've done scroll through Instagram, whatever. I'm just like, I'm about to go sleep.
Who are you trying to talk to at 2 a.m. in the morning?
I don't talk. This is the thing. thing. This is the bad thing. I don't talk to anyone. I'm just like, oh, let me look at the weird people about, and that's what I'm saying. If I see someone who looks weird or interesting or something like that, then I might swipe right on them, have like a small conversation, see what I can learn from them, and then carry on with my day. It's not necessarily about looks and all these kind of things. And
that's it for this episode of The Men's Room. Please like this video, subscribe for more content, share the video as well. For those of you who wish to support this channel and the creation of this content, please visit the PayPal link in the description box below, and we'll see you next time.